What's going on, my peoples? So I had this idea for for ghosts, for Power Book 2 ghosts and stuff. Now I get it, like there was interviews, there was talks that saying that, you know, Amari wasn't gonna return as to being Ghost, that Ghost is officially dead, right? I get it, I get it. But I don't know, for some weird reason, I have this like suspicion, like sneaky suspicion, like after everything that happens with like the Mecca stuff, the Tahada stuff, right? Eventually, like we do know, like Tariq is gonna lose, which he has. He's gonna lose more battles, but he's not gonna win the war. I'm sorry, not gonna win the war. He will win the war. He's gonna win the war, but he's gonna lose multiple battles. Going towards for that win to win the war, right? Um, I was thinking, I was like, you know how every time when power starts up, and then you see at the end, like I guess a man is walking up. I always thought that this was basically the Return of the King type thing, where it's like, okay, yeah, Ghost was on top. Well, he was on top. He was the man. He had everything, right? Until he kind of like messed everything up, and then Tariq shot him and supposedly killed him, right? But I was thinking, I was like, even though in this story they kind of trying to explain like this the meaning of, I guess, Ghost never dies, where this Tariq that's ghost, well, will be a ghost, and then Mecca who's kind of ghost like. I get that method that anybody could be ghost, but I kind of don't like it as much because it kind of takes away the mystique and the aura, the lore of Ghost and stuff. And it's just like Tariq can get a pass because he's the son of Ghost, but if anybody's just picking up the mantle, like, oh, I could be Ghost too, it's just it kind of like destroys the mystique and like I said, the lore, the aura of actual being Ghost and stuff. Not taking away anything from James St. Patrick's Ghost. It won't take anything away from it. It just kills that vibe, that sensation of being Ghost and stuff. So I was thinking that, is there a possibility that maybe towards the end, like after we're into, it's, oh shit, now I just the idea just came to me. Fucking, what if, okay, Tariq wins, he gets everything that he wants, right? He has Yaz by his side, he has the house. Lauren, she may or may not be around. She may or may not be around. Like when Tariq's like rise, like his official rise, she may or may not be around. Who knows, right? And I was thinking like maybe towards the end, like after when Tariq got everything, he's like, okay, I won, and he's gonna eventually try to get like Truth back from Stern and stuff. But since they made like the whole deal that he's gonna get Truth and stuff, but we know how Tariq, he can probably like make a deal or do something where he can get Truth back from him. And I was thinking, I was like, yeah, what would happen like after he does all of that stuff, right? He's like, yeah, I'm here now. I'm in this position where I've won, but boom, Ghost comes back somehow, right? And the explanation of him coming back, we still believe that he could be in hiding because what happened to Ramona? Yo, where's the girl? That's the like someone have to tell me, like, was there an interview? Was there? It probably wasn't an interview, but was like what happened to her? Like she's gone. Like what happened? So I'm thinking, we all thinking the same thing. Like since Ghost and Tommy have the whole fake ambulance thing, we still thinking that maybe he's still in hiding, right? Um, he's working on this grand plan, this masterful plan to come back, because we seen that at the last season, well, not the last season, the last episode where he was reading a letter in prison, and then Ghost was just like, yeah, I know you would be here and stuff, and it was kind of crazy because when I think that lawyer guy, he gave Tariq the letter, he said, I was supposed to give you this. I was told to give you this, and I'm like, who told him to give him the letter? It's like I'm sitting here like, who told him to do it? But he gave him the letter, and then that's when Tariq read it. He was like, yeah, I know you would be here, and this and that. So I'm like, wait, did Ghost actually write that letter? And those was his words? Or was this like he just wrote the letter in advance just to say like he knows Tariq is gonna make these mistakes, and here's the letter and stuff? Because here's the thing I want people to think about. I want y'all to think about this. Why would Ghost write a letter if he was gonna win, right? Like if he had everything covered, like I get it, Ghost was like 3 steps ahead of everybody. I get that, but if you would think that if he wasn't supposed to die, why would he write the letter to Tariq and saying that I knew you would be in prison if he already won? If he had everything, because remember he was gonna be governor. He was gonna like rise up, like he already was gonna take's position. That was done, and he was gonna become governor. So I'm like, why would he write that letter, knowing that he was gonna win? And and then also and it brings up this interesting like idea or theory that maybe Ghost knew Tariq was gonna come for him, and maybe the gun was, we don't know, like that. And it kind of like plays on the idea of that maybe Ghost is not actually dead. Ghost is probably still alive somewhere, but he's multiple steps ahead of Tariq has to deal with the current events that he's dealing with, but Ghost is probably making this grand like return, like the return of the king. And I mean, the idea of my head where I was just like saying that yeah, Tariq will go to prison, but technically he already went to prison, and we know he's gonna get out of prison, because Ghost wanted to mold Tariq to be the man that he wanted him to be, but Tariq was like, I'm not gonna become the man that you want me to be. I'm gonna become my own man. And I'm like, sure. Like, Tariq's doing his own thing, but if Ghost makes like a grand return at the end, and he has like this plan of explaining, okay, he's alive, what happened? Would he throw the blame on Tariq and said Tariq shot him? But then I don't think so, because Tariq well, see, I don't know. See, it would have to make sense as to why Ghost returned, or Ghost maybe can say like he was in hiding because he was in fear for his life. It's a lot of ways that he can spin this and be like, well, he's alive now, and what will happen to Tariq? Because remember, Ghost was like, if you get in my way, I'm gonna have to do something. And then that's when Tariq looked at him and was just like, you gonna kill me and this and that and stuff. And I think that's when he was explaining the story when he had killed what's his face? Breeze. When he had to kill Breeze, and that's when he told him, he was like, yeah, I was like roughly around your age when I had to kill Breeze and stuff, because Breeze was in my way. And then Tariq did the same thing to Ghost, but he was just like, you was in my way. But it could come back around on Tariq, because it's like, you technically stopped Ghost from becoming governor, which was going to be the biggest thing he was going to become, and you stopped it. So what's going to be the repercussions there? Because we know Tariq is going to go through a lot. He's going to have to deal with a lot of stuff, because right now it's like, yeah, he has the whole Mecca situation and stuff. He hasn't met Mecca. Mecca saw him, but he never seen Mecca. You still have like the Lorenzo Tejada, like he's out. There's a possibility that Tariq may be involved in the Lorenzo and Mecca thing, because if it comes down to who's gonna kill who, Monet is kind of stuck in his position, because Monet didn't really have much and stuff. Everything was falling apart, right? And you would kind of think that there will be some sort of dissension between like Monet and Lorenzo and stuff, because to him, he's gonna feel like, you haven't fought hard enough to get me out of prison. Diana got me out quicker. It took, and it was quick. You wanted to keep me there because maybe secretly she wanted him there and stuff, so maybe she can take over. And it's always like that in a power dynamic type thing. So, that's a lot of stuff that Tariq is gonna have to deal with going further into like the power mythos and stuff into the story. He's gonna have a lot to deal with, but I still believe that Ghost might return maybe at the end of everything. Maybe at the end he's gonna return, and then who knows? But if I'm wrong and Tariq just wins, then sure. But I don't know. A lot of us Ghost fans is like, we want Ghost to return and stuff and handle Tariq, but we don't know. But yeah, this was kind of like my idea type theory type thing. I kind of wanted to like clear out some things, and I had some things I was thinking about. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe, share, and I will catch you all in the next one.